No,
New ideas are
the longer
amazing.
quote I have here, just in all fairness to the fellow, is, "It is, as common people say, so upsetting, it makes you think that, after all, your favorite notions may be wrong, your firmest beliefs ill-founded. Naturally, therefore, common men hate a new idea and are disposed more or less to ill-treat the original man who brings it."
Oh, boy. Now we're in the common man thing.
Okay. All right, that's 19th century.
I like that even less.
All right, here's a headline. You ready? Mm-hmm. And it's why our brain is not statistically prepared. A headline.
Okay.
Tesla says autopilot makes its car safer. Crash victims say it kills. Both of those are true.
Yeah. But less. It's sort
Yes.
of like introducing mountain lions into areas to kill deer.
Correct.
Yeah.
Both of those are true. And if you keep at it, yes, autopilot will kill, AI self-driving will kill people, but that number will drop every single year. And you know why? Because every way that someone dies, no other person will die that way again.
Yes.
Because they'll upload all the software, and that does not happen.
Yeah.
And this is what the airline industry did. The FAA investigates every single crash. You know why you can't take lithium ions onto a plane? Because there was a UPS plane that had lithium ion batteries in the cargo, and it caught fire. And there's the audio of the pilots talking to each other and to the thing while the plane is on fire just before the thing crashes.
Do you remember when they used to make you take the batteries out of Samsung phones when you got on planes?
I never used a Samsung phone.
Samsung phones had an issue. One of their Galaxy Notes.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
They would
I remember.
burst into flames
I remember.
because they juiced up the battery capacity.
I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, and they went a little too far. Went a little crazy.
So all I was saying is that
They fixed that now.
part of the diversity of who and what we are is who you love.
Yeah.
What you want to look like. You know, this resistance to the gender spectrum concerns me because it's a force of restriction on people's freedom. And somewhere I read that America is like pursuit of happiness. I read that somewhere, in some document, right? And so if someone wants to dress in whatever way they want, and if it doesn't conform with your binarity, you're going to create a law to prevent them from doing it? What is that? Are we any longer in a free country? If you have that power over me to express my happiness. And another thing we're not good at, and I got to go like soon. How long have we been talking here, dude?
Couple hours.
Damn. Dude.
Come on, this is fun.
But I love you, man. I
love you too.
I love you, man. I love you.
Love you too, man.
People don't know we were outside wrestling a few moves. I used to wrestle. You know,
I know you used to
I was
wrestle.
like captain of my high school
You started
team.
to have a little flashback.
No! It was the third period. I was down 4 points.
Uh-oh.
And yeah.
The buzzer.
So, what was I saying?
We're talking about diversity.
Oh, yeah.
We're
We're
talking about
Yeah. So
This is
here's
the
something.
concern.
Another thing we're bad at. We're bad at recognizing a spectrum of things when we confront it. Our urge is to categorize it. That urge is so great. We categorize things that are fundamentally not categorizable. For example, hurricane strengths. Hurricane strength is a continuum of miles per hour of wind speed. But we cut it into 5 categories. And you know what happens? That affects us.
right.
So a Hurricane Irma goes from low category 3 to high category 3. It's just category 3, Irma. It goes up 1 mile an hour. It's breaking news. Hurricane Irma strengthened to category 4 just this past hour, and everybody crowds around the TV set. So our brain doesn't allow a continuum. We can't. And so what happens? Are you a boy or are you a girl? You have to be one of. Maybe there's a continuum. Okay. Oh, you want to talk X chromosome, Y chromosome? We can do that. Fine. All right. So biogenetically, I can say that there's a boy and a girl or some variant on that, which is in the rare case where you have doubled up on the chromosomes. Yeah, intersex. Sure, we can have that conversation, but that's not visible to me in what you do when you wake up in the morning. I don't see your chromosomes. You know what I do? I see what you do to make yourself look like a boy. You go to the gym. You'd have wimp muscles if you didn't work out. Okay? That's what you do because you're a boy. You wear boy clothes so that everyone knows you're a boy. If it was that obvious you were a boy, you wouldn't have to do all of that. So much of what we do to split us into this binarity is artificially added on top of the chromosomes. So, like I said, if you're a wimpy guy you go wear man's clothes and you go to the gym because you want to look like a boy. If you're a girl, you're a woman and you have hair on your lip, can't have a mustache, you're a girl. Got hair between your eyebrows, can't have that, got to remove that, okay? Your breasts are not large enough, get them enlarged. As what happens to, what is the number? 300,000 breast augmentations a year in the United States, okay? These are huge numbers to make us look more to fit into this binarity. And suppose I don't buy into that binarity. I say, I like the spectrum. Someday I feel a little feminine. Sometimes I feel, I'm not going to wear clothes that way. You're going to come after me and say, I don't like that. I'm going to pass a law. Oh my gosh, that's no longer a free country.
Is anybody saying that you should pass a law that men can't wear whatever they want or women can't wear whatever they want? No one's really trying to do that.
There are forces of resistance in society that are strongly preventing it. Yes.
Really? Well, I think that's unfortunate. But
and by the way, some solutions like which bathroom do you use? There's solutions there.
Yeah.
Just make unisex bathrooms.
Yeah.
And every new restaurant in New York City is that. So that takes an entire category of people's worries and concerns off the table.
When we're talking about genetic engineering...
By the way, that's in the chapter gender and identity. And I didn't even get to color and race. Oh my gosh. Just before I go, I want to read a quick thing from that section.
Please.
But go on.
Go ahead.
No. Finish with your point.
My wonder is, like, where, if you try to look at what human beings are capable of doing now in terms of genetic engineering and what the hopes are, where do you think this leads us if this is allowed? It's not whether or not it's going to be allowed. It's going to happen. Where do you think this leads us to? Do you think this when you look at the archetypal alien, what is it? It's got a large head and no sex organs.
And they never have hair. I want a hairy muscle, alien one day.
A hairy
with a hairdo.
Right. Yeah, right.
They're always bald, big eyes.
1970 afro.
Yeah.
What do you think that leads us to? Do you think that leads us to like one uniform shape